Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Luigi's Mansion 3. We left off having to deal with some big problem in Basement 2 with a mechanic ghost and whatnot. It was definitely a fun, not really fun time, but we got through it finally, and now we're on to actually finishing the area. And obviously this speaks absolute madness for Luigi, as he can't even enter the area without getting immediately rained upon, because remember, Luigi dies in any sort of water kind of thing. Any kind of water, in fact, will restore. I nearly lost out because of all the stuff that happened before, so... yeah. I think I had an intended death here, or I don't know, but I had our first intentional death, which was like 0 points. Obviously it wasn't a game over because I didn't have ever stuff, but still kind of annoyed me a little bit. So I'm hoping to do some other stuff. And it's especially annoying considering the fact that I even said that the game isn't as difficult as most other games. That's mainly when you played it enough times. For a first playthrough, any game could be challenging, including this one. That's why I don't like it. Ugh. Well, now that we finally entered the drainage, we have to solve this puzzle in order to defeat the mechanic ghost. And so far, it's not been good. Watch this. Luigi just dies instantly. There's, like, no way we could do that. Unfortunately, we have to just do other stuff. Nothing really we could do here. Oh, I actually ran away from the bomb properly this time. Trying to do tricks to get the bomb to explode when it's not near me. Nice. Okay. Ooh, I think we have a new idea of what to do. If we, throw this so that it goes to the right side, we can push them into the same spot that poked us before. And there we go! Something that was previously dangerous to us, we're starting to use as an advantage. The spikes actually did look dangerous initially, but it's not actually that bad. Okay. So I think what I have to do is, since we're obviously not doing everything here, we have to destroy all these objects first. Okay, I did not like that that thing spawned out of bounds. That may be bad if I need that later. Usually it'll pop up here several minutes later, but other than that, I don't really find anything else. Whoops, way too far away. goodness. Pretty cool that I got into that area, but not fun that I wasn't able to do that. So previously this area wasn't too bad, but now it's become trapped ever since. Alright. Time to figure out which dumb combination drains the water, because I honestly do not know which one will drain the water enough for Luigi to go through here. The biggest instance, obviously, would be to have Luigi line the same service, but there's nothing much he could do, really. These walls are outside anyway, so he'll just fade away pretty quickly. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I'm actually the one that's being a little idiot. Thankfully, it didn't take too long. We'll just spawn Luigi over on the other side. It's actually a lot simpler than I thought. And as a result, Luigi can change. I think that doesn't actually really affect anything. I think that literally just affects where Luigi goes. Have the arrow send him back or to the right, so with that in mind, let's do this. Okay, well, it won't work initially, but once we go into here, yep, we were able to get this bonus item just by doing that. Next we have, ooh, what is this?
Well, hello.
Yeah, now this is a now that I look at this, this is actually a pretty interesting puzzle. Very nice. Apparently, depending on which spots you flip at which times, even though you'll always return to the same one every time, if you flip these to different spots, Luigi will go in a different direction based off of a couple of other normal things. So, if we picked left and up or right, we'll be taking on this secret pipe to end out of this spot right here. Fortunately, a little side effect is the money that spawns from here does not go in a good spot, so not much that we can do here. Hey, at least we have health this time now. Okay, well, as funny as that was only really there for the first part. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna change this midway through. That's what I was trying to destroy earlier. There you go. Nice. Alright. I know how to solve this, thankfully enough. It's actually a lot more simpler now that I figured it out. Like some other intentional puzzles that I just never figured out for some reason. Luigi, I'm gonna leave you in the middle. By the way, we did also face some ghosts here, but now again, we still haven't even fought the boss of this area yet, so there's still that to worry about. Other than that, though, we don't really have much else to do. There are a couple of secrets I missed, by the way. Okay, we're gonna pull the switch with our plunger. And this should finally fix our ultimate problem that we've been having for more than 15 episodes. Opening the drain and finally lowering the area down for good. we started this world with initial draining and not too much stuff.
Good job.
Good job. That's a really nice. That's yet another nice quote by Luigi. Alright, the water is back to how it was. Go back to where you came from and go after that mechanic ghost. Here we go! So now we don't have to worry about that obnoxious water problem again, and all of the puzzles associated with it are completely gone. Instead, that was really cool that Luigi got to float in a duck floaty. That is like literally the first time he's ever gotten to do all of that. Obviously, though, we have to go back and do some other secrets because upon getting all of these hidden spots, we've obviously unlocked more access to the rooms, including a secret spot. That's weird. It's always going to one spot, but it won't land on it for some reason. And here I thought, oh, wait a minute. That probably doesn't look right. I forgot to use this in my last video. So I actually missed one of the X spots. So I think the way I'm gonna do these rooms is, I guess, as efficiently as I can do them. First, I'll go around and go through all the walls, and sometimes there could be a secret somewhere else. I doubt there's any up there, since we already used that for something different. Wow, even that can't be moved. There's so many useless things that just can't be moved everywhere. This was for the previous activation, of course, so no way we can use that anymore. There's still water piles everywhere, so Luigi can't just go wherever he pleases. We'll have to take him in very specific spots now. Luigi was frail previously, but this is absolutely crazy. I guess you best turn around and go after the mechanic ghost. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to explore stuff. Looks like we'll get maybe a different ability or item, I guess, that we could take with us that will deal with that part. So I guess my best bet is to actually turn around, seeing as how I missed a lot of treasures early on anyway, and I don't think I'll figure out a way to do the big crawl. Once I know how to destroy it, it should be simple. Oh, and now we also get to finally deal with the same ghosts that were doing some craziness before. Remember these guys that were douging us by about 10%? Yeah, they are now actual ghosts this time. Of course, they have their mascots, so they can't be defeated with that. Yeah, I think they're just straight up obstacles. Yeah, they're literally just straight up obstacles. It's kind of frustrating that we can't even defeat them, even if we wanted to. But hey, at least they won't bother us anymore. Yeah, but how many? In the last video, they popped by like hundreds of times before I figured out you had to just avoid them. It's not very often that you have to evade them, but stuff like that happens. Okay. Since they don't have an invincible barrier around themselves. Also, there's a lot more trap chests all of a sudden. Previously, it was just a normal trick, but now there's like tons of trap chests hidden everywhere. Okay, I obviously understand on how to do this. Luigi, you're gonna hold this button. Luigi's gonna get eaten, and then Luigi's gonna come in and just straight up turn him into a Fane. Nice. Good. Oh yeah, and for the last episode, the chests became a lot more obnoxious to go through. So now, rather than just getting just straight up chest you can open, the mimic chest makes a return, or at least that's what I'm gonna call it, the mimic chest. Why that? Because it's very similar to another enemy in, I believe, a different area. I forget where it was actually introduced. I heard this could appear in Final Fantasy VII. I've seen this in Super Mario RPG as well, but I think that's probably where I remember them the most, the mimics. The mimics are basically a form of chess that disguises themselves, and when they get a chance to strike, they just immediately call out. And the most annoying part is obviously they disguise themselves as a treasure chest, then later reveal themselves to be an actual monster, or in this case, sort of a ghost instead. And you have to destroy them before you can actually get the chest. Obviously, we'll have to destroy every single one of them if we want all the treasures or potential gem for that spot, because obviously we do need that. So that is one important thing that we have to remember. Nice. That spot was not there before, so let's go up here, see what we get. Funnily enough, the gate from previous times still works, but that was only there for the spikes, though. Wow. That's interesting. So Luigi could come all the way out on there. On that other spot. And, oh, there's a Fane over here. I just noticed there's one of those digging Fanes is up here. Very fun so far. Very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. That was weird. Oh, wait. I was trying to get this from earlier. Oh, okay, okay. Thank gosh we didn't miss that. We already had so many problems missing stuff earlier in the episode previous before that, so we better make sure that we get it this time, otherwise I'm gonna have a lot of time to waste going back to my other spots and whatnot. And we're also getting rid of these stupid fish, because screw fish, they damage you. They're not fun, obviously. Not quite as annoying as the sharks, but definitely an annoying one. Okay, so I think we just have to go around the walls. So that means that in the future we'll find a way to destroy them. Of course, now that Luigi has an easy way to get back through all the stuff, I could just take this hidden path up to here, which we explored previously, and back into the door we go. And here's where the next secret comes into play. I forgot to completely use the X button on this, which actually kind of made sense. And then activate the light once the water comes in, and a big shake will then come in, which will cause the water to be completely filled, and then it'll spill over, causing electrical shock. Okay, well, I didn't actually expect that part of it, but I guess you get what I mean. But there you go. There was a gem in that area, and we did not know how to do that. I knew there was something to do with that, but I just couldn't figure it out. Unfortunately, there's still no good way of defeating the Ghost from previous, and also, there's no way to get to the lower section anyways. That looks like my map's been disabled as well. Actually, well, I don't think the map spawns half of the time. Okay, well, there it is. Also, in another previous attempt, we missed a couple of other things as well. And, yeah. Whoa. And we kind of just brained right down on there. Now, the last time we went here, we had lots of problems having to defeat the Mechanic Ghost and whatnot, and the Mechanic Ghost just straight up trolled us. It was not a fun time. We did manage to get this gem in this area, which I will not add again because we already did that. That was a nice puzzle, and it was good that we figured it out, but the next part I want to do is actually going to take place at the very first room of the game. Something I should have done previously. First, we're gonna skip this and head back to the part where Luigi normally had to do a couple of nonsense, and why not? And we'll also destroy this while we're at it to get better of a feeling. But other than that, you basically want to go in and you want to take the pipe, or whichever pipe that takes you to this lower stage, and then you want to fall off on purpose. Or actually, no, you just hold left, because you see, there's a secret wall here that I completely missed the first time around. Along with the additional fact that I couldn't get a treasure chest in the same area, but there you go, just walk up right and you'll get a gem. So I guess now that that's done, we need to hold left to see if we can get to this spot as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't see a good way of getting it up. It should be a Luigi spot, theoretically, but unfortunately, I don't really know a good way of getting up there. So, yeah, we'll probably have to just straight up bring the chest down to us, but that gem that you saw there, that was my main reason to go back, because obviously we need that for 100%, and missing how to do that, especially when it's right in your face, is not fun for me. So that's why I decided to make sure I got that. So there we go. Now we have all the gems. Let's just finish this game and head all the way back to the center section that we previously couldn't even enter without the ghost just throwing us down the water into. But now we can head into his area now. Obviously, since he's about to water, we're probably not going to be able to find much, but other than that, yeah. And here we go. Alright. Time for the boss of this area.
Hello.
We did save a toad in the last video, so it's not gonna have a big boss, but we're starting to run out of bosses. Just like the last time, we step on a duck and that gets the attention of the Mechanic Ghost. And there's another switch again. Because it has water above it, we probably won't be able to use Luigi to our best at all. And he's not so interested in getting the second spot anymore. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. This is a maze within itself. I'm gonna actually... Oh, wait. No, I can't do that. This is just gonna be a forced battle, and there's nothing that we can really do here. Alright, so... Okay, so... Because of the way this went, the only way we could do this... Ah, there we go. Okay. So, because we can't get out of there using the other stuff, it looks like we're gonna have to knock him on the deck, similar to what we did before, and then start attacking him in this phase. And I'm not interested in doing a lot of the strats, so let's try and get as much first shots as we can. And see if we can maybe get like a quick 2-cycle on this guy, just to make things a little bit easier. So yeah, looks like we're just gonna have to run from him. Which is gonna make this a boring boss nonetheless. Not quite as interesting of a boss when all you do is literally hold right and wait. I'd said a lot of the Luigi's Mansion bosses had to be kind of impatient, but this is just another one of them. You literally have to wait for him to do stuff. With not many actions for Luigi to do to begin with, it's not going to be really easy to do much. So yeah, and it looks like he didn't take too long to figure out the strategy for. Just gonna get out on the side and get him before he gets to Clint. Okay, well, looks like that's not gonna work. But thankfully we do have a secondary solution. Okay, so looks like we are having to use Luigi after all. It's just that he's gonna be doing all the hero work while Luigi has to do a dodging game. And obviously this is not gonna be fun. Because obviously, I don't really have much room to look at this. So, just gonna have to do our best to avoid the stuff. I was more worried about avoiding the bugs, I think. That's what really threw me off. So, I'll just trigger them, I guess. Keep in mind, his fan attack and his initial attack all pop your bubble. Where's he going? All the way up there. Okay, Luigi managed to get him this time. Nice. Alright. Luigi being the hero this time. Even though... Oh, okay, and now we have to switch back to Luigi. This guy is not gonna give Luigi an easy time. Ooh, he just stunned himself with one of his own bombs. That was funny. Okay, Luigi, you sleep there. Okay, alright, now to make sure we get a good free cycle here. Oh man, that was not fun. We didn't even pull in the right direction there, that was not fun. Alright. What was supposed to be a quick fight didn't turn out so good. Gonna have to make him do a spin attack again. And there he goes. So, yeah, pretty simple boss in case you didn't know. You'd expect this part to be a little bit more difficult with the random boss spells. Ah, there we go. Now we got him. Little obnoxious 4-cycle fight there with the very bad cycle at the end, but we got it. So there we go. Luigi actually being the hero for once. Luigi didn't do his animation like he did before, which is really interesting. Kind of interesting, but oh well. That was a pretty unique fight. These fights are starting to become more unique by the minute. I like it. But anyways, it's time to leave this area once and for all. For a good reason, too. This area's been kind of naughty to us. Kind of nice that it could at least give us a decent mini-boss that didn't take too long to learn at all. I actually defeated him rather quickly, I think. And there we go. There we go. And look what we found also at the bottom. The area got flooded, and then when the thing goes back, all of a sudden, we find a whole new area to explore. Obviously, this is gonna have a diamond, or, yeah, gem or whatever. I should call it diamond, but... Okay, this is not giving me the best angle to look at this room. I was hoping for the room to maybe give me a better angle, but... Yeah, the camera for the first time in a while is actually sort of being a little tiny bit uncooperative at the moment. For that left part. I was barely able to see it, too. Nothing there, either. Just a stun. Ugh, not fun, looks like. I was hoping for there to be a more descriptive storyline, maybe, but no such vein. Not fun. Dang it! I was hoping for an early gem find there. Because after this, I'm going straight to the first floor. I want to actually find all of my gems that I've been missing so that I don't have to get less. Because remember, although I could spend money, I'd rather keep it so that I can get to the end. I forget, where did we enter this from? I knew we entered from at least some sort of vault, but how in the world do we get out of this place? That's really strange. Gosh dang it. We could be stuck in here. I don't know. My best bet I could do is just mash X around these corners and hope for the best. Or maybe it was just bad to begin with. I probably missed something. I have to go down here to figure out something. Well, we're gonna hear this music for an extended period of time. Oh yeah, that's right, I came from the lower deck. Ah. Blimey. Silly me. I should have known that. Whatever. Well then, that was not fun to get through. And we'll only see if it can get worser. We'll see if another annoying cat decides to bother us once more. Last time we did one of the floors, a cat decided to swallow one of the elevator buttons completely, forcing us to go on a wild cat chase throughout most of the game. Nice, good. Mice there. That was cool. Oh, and yeah, speaking of mice, the first one to actually sell their L button was a mice. The second was actually the main boss's own pet, the ghost kitty, as I'm calling him, or whatever. Yeah, that pops out way too early. If only he could pop up just a little bit more earlier. That just controls the water pressure, so there's nothing much else that we can do here. But, we're gonna have to re-explore this floor anyway, so this is what I'll do for the end of the video.
Oh yeah.
Rather than figuring out what to do, I'll start by heading to the first floor and second floor next, because there are some gems I still missed in the last episode. So I guess I'll just go ahead and show all the gems again while I'm at it. Only in a little bit of a quick mode, or at least in the order that I found them in. Not including the nest as well, which also had its own unique gem. Oh, jeez. Alright, so the first big gem is in there. You need the suction shop to get that. At least that's what it's called. And then you need it again to open this lock, which a lot of stuff gets used. And then there's this gem that I got during the intro scene. A gem around here as well, and this is where things start getting a little bit interesting. For the second gem, there's actually a little pressure plate that moves that I never found the first time. I never had a chance to stop here. Because the boxes were blocking out most of the way. But what we have to do here is stand on these initial pressure plates and have both characters rotated at the same time. And there we go. Luigi will do a little animation of coolness, and there we go. We figured out the puzzle. And we managed to get a gem as a result of that. Very fun. For the second gem, I was kind of correct around the initial way. We can't get it from up there. We have to get it from above there. This is where I kind of screwed up. And it's with this carpet, actually. I completely forgot that, apparently, but it moves. So, just think of it. All I had to do was this, and it reveals a grate for Luigi to slip through. So now we'll just slide him in. And there's nothing much else that has to be done. So yeah, as you can see, he's now on the other side of the gem, and we could just get this from here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, you use your AZ ability, which is a similar idea I was thinking on how to get it down, but you have to go right up next to it and use it. And then slam yourself down here, and then you can either get it from the front, or I just get it with Luigi because it's easier. There we go. That's all the Grand Lobby gems. 2 of them we missed. And then the next thing that I forgot is how to get this gem in the middle. Turns out there's obviously a hidden secret. And my idea of finding it in this room was good, but I did not figure it out enough. So, similar to the chandelier from earlier, we're gonna use this. And bam, another secret appears. And Luigi once again does another cool action, which is really nice indication that you found something, and I like it. And that gives you the red gem in there, which is another gem we completely missed. And we can also explore this room permanently, and it'll always be visible. Unfortunately, just because it has those destroying spots doesn't mean that we can get into it, but oh well. I should have expected there to be singular paths here, because obviously with all the stuff going around, it would have been easy to miss stuff. And then I guess I will just try and figure out myself where the other gems are. Nice. This secret area in particular in the backside has been bothering me probably the most out of all the secret areas. Because I can kind of just, I don't know how, but I can kind of just sense a gem here. But if I try and do the same trick with this carpet that I was trying to do earlier... Oh. And that's why it was bad. It was just a hidden path, and I completely forgot it existed. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually seem to hold anything. Oh, wait. Obviously, that's a lie. So we'll use this to reveal stuff. Yeah. Like I said, it was looking kind of curious, seeing as how we couldn't go into there. Okay. That didn't actually reveal anything, thank goodness, but it's also kind of annoying that we didn't get a gem out of that because of that. I think that's where the gem initially was, or a bunch of coins were, or I think it was in center, but either way, I don't think there's a good spot for it. This is where I know the second gem is, so this will be the second gem. I'm not gonna pick it up because I already got it along with other stuff in this game, so I'll just ignore that. Head to the next room. And then head to the third part. Oh wait, I know where to go next. So, there's another puzzle here, but we have to pull this out of the way to get to it. But, you see this thing? Yeah, it actually spins too. There's so many stuff that I completely forgot about. But, basically you want to have both characters move at the same time. And there we go. And our jump just kind of appears out of thin air, and we got all of the, wow, they call it Mossane gems? It looks more like a hull for something else, like food or something, more than anything else. Why would it be a that. I could understand the grand robbery, but that one kind of confused me a little bit. And how we're gonna check the second half is I'll simply go to lab and do the gallery check, and that'll let me know what I need. And we're gonna start skipping this because I don't want to take too long. This will tell me which spots I have left. More ghosts. Nothing much there, unfortunately. First time I've ever looked at the special content. So we're missing 2 in the central area, which means something's obviously not right. 3rd floor is a big miss. 4th floor is another bad one. Then 7 we were missing the single one, and then for the rest we actually caught up a big time. I think most of the gems we were missing were in the 1st floor, 2nd floor, and 3rd floor, hence why we had all bunches of stuff. But, okay. For the next one, though, I will go to the 4th stage with a little secret, because I think I swear, but I think I remembered something on the 4th floor, so I want to go in and check that. In addition, I want to go back to basement 2 anyway, for a boo. So, I'm not sure what I'll do next. I guess I'll start with, number 4, and then 3. A little mixed order, but gotta get what you get. At least we got all of the ones on a couple of floors, so we don't have to get as many gems. It's just that, now that I've missed a lot of the puzzles and I know that they can be gotten, it just bothers me so much that in some of these big areas that I just managed to fail to get all the gems. Like, I understood this one pretty early on, but the other ones, not so much. And this one I was most confused of all. I headed to the end lobby, tried to do something, and I saw that there was a gem nowhere to be found. So I was still really confused about that as a result. Somebody would expect at least something to be here. You would expect, with all the nonsense going on. And yes, I did try everything, Luigi included, and nothing really worked out well. Also, there was a little sneaky trick when I had to reveal a puzzle of some sorts, as well as this little buzz, which I still can't understand what it's for. Okay. Well, now that I have a pad, I'm gonna try looking at this midway through. And I guess try and move at the same time. So, I'm getting a little bit tired of trying to find the gems myself, so I'm using sort of a cheat ad to kind of get through via, I guess, Reddit? No, IGN. I'm using IGN's guide to help out stuff. Probably should have said that to begin with, but fortunately, not much that we can really do here. We already got the gem here because of other stuff. But other than that, the only thing that I'm going to use is the gem locations in the specific spots as well as on floor or whatever. And that's how I figured out where some of the how to get some of the gems that I missed. Okay, what am I doing in here? That's not a good spot to be in. I need to stay in here because of the spot. The great stage. No, that's not correct. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Okay, so I did find out something interesting. This zap move is actually an alternative move you have to go through and get, which is why I actually am not able to get it at all. Because I went around, even pulled out the outlet, which you saw there, and nothing happened. So I got confused as to what was happening. Very confusing, nonetheless, but I guess the next thing we could get is the one that's not 4. Great stage. It's the first gem. Ah, figures. Alright, so I did miss one of them. It was actually in the Wumbadzashi on the left. I did figure out that probably something was going wrong here. Also, hello, mysterious ghosts. So, a lot of these ghosts are random encounters now, so kind of interesting. Alright, but anyways, I forgot to use this on the little faucet. Something I probably should have done to begin with, which will reveal second faucet. Use that, and there's our final gem that we've been missing. So, this basically leaves us done with this. Again, this is a gem ghost, so we have to just slam it down. Because it's in one of the earlier floors, it'll instantly give us a gem. And there we go! There's that gem collected. For the third floor, though, which is where we're going next, I'm not going to do the same thing, and again, you can run away from these guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. The only Faust you can't run away from are the ones that use the activation, so once you head into the area, they'll stop noticing you, and they may even vanish from time to time. I've heard that sometimes they just vanish completely, which is fun. But yeah, unfortunately you have to learn a new move to get that, which I believe uses your suction to charge electricity, and that's the only way to get that. So unfortunately until then, we have to kind of just go really slow. So I guess for this part we'll just finish this by using our X on everything. And I mean everything as much as we can to try and reveal something, and then we'll go for everything normally. Can we call each other? Let's try. I wish there would actually be some stuff for them to say. That'd be fun. Okay. This spot is next. Yeah. Oh! there's a secret. It's almost like I need to start doing this a lot more often. But anyway, we're gonna use this. So, previously when I tried to go into that room with the overflowing toilet and whatnot, I didn't really go too much. So, I decided to just look around a little bit, and sure enough, there's a gem there. I probably should have known that was there, but I did not. I only collected 2 gems in this entire area, by the way, so this was one of my lesser good areas, but I guess what we'll do is activate this. And look at that! The toilet fixed itself.
Whoa.
Nice. And once again, Luigi does his animation of, yay, just like you created in our room. Which is a really nice indication when you solve a big puzzle, but to be fair, it was kind of difficult to get to initially, just because of the problem of having to do that stupid thing to get there to begin with. But there we go, we finally got here as Luigi. Can we open the door from the other side? I doubt we can. It's probably still gonna be closed from the inside regardless, but hey, at least we fixed the problem now. I think the hotel owners will be quite happy. And there we go. We'll just drop it to that area right there, and he kind of just drops into a pit. Poor Luigi. He didn't deserve any of this. But yeah, I'm definitely going to use that X move a lot more. Previously, I was kind of bored to it, but once I learned how to do a couple of the other abilities, I think it's much more important that I use this on literally every single surface, because you never know what you can find. If you hear a weird sound, by the way, that's when you know that there's something good. Fortunately, you can only search these areas with Luigi. Oh! See? I'm telling you, man. There's lots of hidden spots here. Okay. What's gonna be in here? Really? All that for just a freaking bunch of money? If I find a gem here, I could just leave. Sometimes there's 2 spots in a row. This is the floor that initially introduced this ability to us, so obviously there's quite a bit to learn. Unfortunately, since we already have a lot of the gems in a lot of the spots, not every area will give a gem, unfortunately. We were able to suck these up previously, so I don't even know what's happening anymore, but regardless, it is bad. This area also put a heavy emphasis on Luigi and him going into these other areas, because only he can even access most of these areas, so that kind of limits our possibilities here. And obviously what I'm looking for is a mysterious boom sound, which is like a sudden sound that kind of appears out of thin air. If we get that along with a couple of our abilities, then we could just straight up go right into our thing early. Okay, that was a money spot, from what I'm guessing. Okay. What about now? Well, this is a pretty obvious candidate for something. A switch! Hey! That's a secret path that we missed the last time. See? This is what happens when you look for stuff that's much good. And there we go. We got quite a few gems in this episode thanks to that. That's really nice. But now that I know that electrical ability's out there, I'm kind of worried to go back anywhere, because there's probably going to be more upgrade abilities like it in the future. Okay, but with that done, we have to leave this area, because that's considered an individual area, probably, so I'm assuming we can't get an R gem there. Now, this is, I believe, where we actually initially got some of those sets. Again, it doesn't... Oh! So many secrets. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Alright, guys. I think that's gonna do it for the next episode. I'm still gonna be collecting more gems in the next episode, but I'm also going to push for some more progress so I can unlock that new ability and maybe continue getting other stuff as a result of it. Other than that, that's going to do it for this episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hedio. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.